What's up, guys and girls, this is Tim here. Welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. So it's been a little while since I came back to this game, and in fact the last time I played it was on my live stream, which some of you stopped by to check out, so thank you very much for that. But we are literally where we left off, and I've not come back partly because I've been doing other things and I haven't had the time to come back to this, but also I was thinking about doing potentially another live stream on this, but that kind of ran away with me with a couple of Mondays where I didn't have the time to do it. So I thought rather than waiting any longer, and I'm just repairing this because it needs so much repairing, this ship. I have been doing a little bit of work between now and just before we're starting recording, just to tidy the ship up and clean it up a bit, but clearly I missed this entire one side of the freaking ship. But today I have a specific plan about what I want to do, which unfortunately, while I have been waiting, the other ship that we destroyed in the live stream has disappeared / blown up. So that's not too much of an issue though. But first, before we get on to the main objective of the episode, what I want to do is something which I should have done quite some time ago, which is freaking put the name on this ship. And while I'm here, I have turned off the HUD. There we go. We need to replace these that got destroyed in the last combat situation. I didn't really notice them getting destroyed, but they clearly did. Are they in the right place? More or less. But you can see how dented this ship is right now. And I say I have been repairing quite a lot of it, but clearly I've missed some sections. So, with that in mind, thanks very much to Madison for giving me the name. What the hell? That is some hellish night vision. Let's just put that on, it's probably nicer. We're a bit limited in terms of what we can do with letters and things like that, but now, in fact, I don't even know if I can put in different colours. I've not really checked that, but we're going to start like here. EA. That is not what I wanted. There we go. R. K. No space, because why not? And U and N. Now, can I colour that? I'm assuming I probably can't colour that. No. It's a definite no. Unless I can colour it with this somehow. Actually, I don't think that you cannot use symbols from different pages on the same block. Okay. Does that mean I can use? No. Let's say, can I use symbols from the same page on the same block? But apparently not. So that's that. There we go. It's a little bit too, like oil tanker type look to it, and I don't really like that. But what I want to do as well is, I want like, like spotlights you have on the side of, which way? No, that wasn't what I wanted. Well, like you kind of get on the side of Starship Enterprise, where it's they shine upwards onto it. I want the kind of that, but I don't know if there is such a thing in this. That, mate, I keep like I've been playing a lot of 7 Days to Die and doing building in it right now, so I've kind of forgotten what the oh man, that actually looks pretty cool, but I don't want it in red. Maybe I do want it in red. Hang on, I need to. That's kind of nice how it glows in red. Maybe I want it in something else though. Let me see if I oh fuck, it didn't go to them. It's probably one of these, of which there are millions. Is it this one? Nope. Change that back. It could be this. Ooh, it is one of these. Try it in. I was gonna just put it in white, but I quite like the coloured idea now. Green, no, let's just keep it red, fuck it. This ship is kind of dark and terrible when it arrives. If you see the ship coming into your area, into your land, then you're probably dead. If I range it longer, is that better? We didn't make any difference. Right, we need to do that on the other side then. So let's get that done, and then we were ready. I couldn't mirror mode that because I suspected horrific things would happen if I did. So I'll get this done, and then I'll be right back with you. Okie dokie do. Right, so I got them in there now. If I Yeah, there we go. It's glowing red. Nice. Nice and evil. Just how I like it. Now, do I have, while I'm here, any of the grills on me? I don't. Because I just noticed that this side doesn't have any grills on it. The other side does. I'm pretty lucky that I didn't lose a lot of these freaking boosters on the last attack. Right, so that's that done. That was just a little start thing that I wanted to get done. But we have a far more significant thing, which is good that I have to go inside to do the next thing, because I kind of feel like I'm about to run out of oxygen, which wouldn't be very good. I kind of made a slight change here as well. Put in a new new kind of airlock system up here, because why not? I want it to look cool, and I think it does. Also, my plants, I've been a neglecting farmer, and everything's died. So, not really sure what I was supposed to do there. Probably just harvest them when they were ready, but apparently I did not do that, so they've all died. Anyway, right. So, what is today's plan? Which you will already know, because I will have put it no doubt in the thumbnail, as I always do, ruining the content of the video before I get there, but such is YouTube, and that's what you have to do. So we are going to be building a jetpack today, and you may be saying, but Timmy, you already have a jetpack, you crazy racist fool. I'm not racist, by the way. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, because I've been watching the news recently, and that seems to be a big theme in the world right now. Anyway, let's not get political, because then we'll all want to kill ourselves. I need to fix this, because I saw this from the outside, and it was annoying me. So, I don't know what colour this is meant to be in here. Right now it seems to be we're going with grey, so I'm going to keep it as that. Although, is that the same? You know, let's not get too distracted, otherwise this will be like a freaking 4-hour bloody video. Yeah, so, I was thinking about it between the last episode and now, and if I go up here and we can see the other ship, I can possibly demonstrate my thing. Yeah, so, part of the problem I always have when, and part of the reason I don't bother really, sort of harvesting any of the loot from these stations that I've been kicking ass with this thing, is inventory management. As you can see right now, I'm full of crap, which I should probably go deal with while we're talking. And it just bugs the crap out of me when I have all this stuff in my inventory, and because of that I end up, even if I do go to these places, I leave most of the stuff behind because I just can't squeeze it into my inventory. So what I would like to make is something very tiny, which I can kind of use as a jetpack. So if, for example, if I wanted to go and target that, or raid that station now and get all the loot off it, what I could do is get all this, take this, and my thing is, now that I have this big ship, I basically am blowing big holes into stations. So I want to make something that's small enough to squeeze through. I know I'm just dumping this crap in a random chest, which I shouldn't be, because I'll regret it later. Yeah, I want to make something that can squeeze through the holes that my new ship leaves, but still be loaded up with chests so that I can fill up with the precious loot. So I can get it quite deep into a station without having to sort of leave it outside like I do with the Vulture and the formerly other ship that I haven't named yet. Oh, that's for my ship. I think, what the hell did I make all those for? Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up some bits and bobs now in here that I need to make the ship, and then we're going to go upstairs and see if we can't build it. Actually, we'll do it down in the hangar because we've got more space down there. And yeah, so I'll pick up with you once I've got some blocks and stuff ready to go. Okie dokie do. Right, so I expect I could do this in the lower hangar, but I want to do it here because I have a little bit more room. Right, so I've grabbed up a load of stuff that I think I'm going to need to make this. We probably should get some of these bits out of our inventory to make our lives a little bit easier, because sometimes I like life easy, sometimes I like it hard, but right now it's going to be easy. That, we'll keep the painting and stuff. I don't know why I have those in my inventory. Right. So we're going to need that. We're going to need, I've got some hardened steel blocks, not many, but I'm not thinking I'm going to need too many. I'll take the cockpit because that's going to be an important thing. Right, so let's plonk this thing down. I suppose it doesn't matter, I can go there. Going to fall out of the sky? Ah, no, because there's gravity. Can I push it? No, that's fine. For a minute I was going to be able to push it, right. Oh, good. I can use my jetpack without gravity causing me problems. Let's eat, because as always we need to eat. Right. Okay, so the first problem I'm going to face doing this is cockpits, because I want as small a cockpit as possible, but there aren't, like, I'd like to use the passenger seat. That would be freaking awesome, but unfortunately I can't use that as a cockpit. So, legacy cockpit. I'm guessing it's going to be, let's see, 1x3x3, 3x3x5. I don't think there's going to be anything a bit smaller than 1x3x3. 3x3x5? No, nothing with a 5 in it. Right, yes, it's going to have to be one of these. Which one do we want? Which looks cooler? That's pretty cool. Cockpit one open. 133, 133. Let's have a look what this looks like on here. You know, that could work. What I want to do is I'm going to spin it around and we're going to place it like here, maybe, if I can get it. Can you go one forward? I'm going to put a block here, I think, to make this work. That was blatantly not where I told you to put that. Most unacceptable. Returned intact block. That's what I want. Right, now we can put this out. Oh, could put it. Go where I want you to. Go there. Okay, that will do, because I want to get rid of these like that. And let's say this needs to be as physically compact as it possibly can be. So I'm hoping to keep it that 3 wide. Get rid of that. We can actually maybe just do something like, where's the wedge blocks that I'm thinking of? They keep saying this freighter is going to destroy, but I don't know which freighter they're talking about, because there isn't a freighter out there anymore. It's very odd. Ramp bottom. Yeah. See, I'd like that just to be like a 1x2 space ship, but unfortunately it's just not going to work out like that, so that's fine. We can keep it like that. And then within this space here, I believe I should have everything I need to put everything in, basically. So, I'm not going to go any lower. Let's... Nope, not that one. I need generator on next. I could probably go straight behind that. Yeah. And then, now here, I'm going to... Capacity 600. Now, to stop me from going mad and OCD, I should probably put these one on each side, but I really don't want one on each side. So what I think I'm going to do instead is not put it there, actually. So let's put one there. Do we have anything else which is a 2x2 that I could fit in there? Is that... Oh, that is 2. Other side, we'll have the oxygen station, because that's the other thing I want, because now we're dealing with space travel a lot more. Obviously, I don't want to be going long ways without having access to some form of oxygen. Is that... Yes, I can use oxygen station from that side. That's good. This is going to be bare bone. I'll try and pretty it up a little bit at the end. But the main problem, or main aim of this ship, is to make it so it's as tiny as possible. So let's... We're going to figure out where we're going to put the RCS. The RCS could go in this space here. That doesn't need to be a block, and then we can squeeze that in there maybe? You going to let me in there? Go on. There we go. There we go. It's starting to come together. It's kind of what I want. Ah, there was one other thing that I haven't built that I do want, so we're going to go and do that. So I think we're going to find the booster. Yeah, we're going to end up having 1 and 2. Now, I don't really know if I even need to have... If I can use like one of these... I'm thinking, why is that not working? Because I'm not on the right angle. There we go. If I can use one of these, like the forward-facing boosters, I'm pretty sure I can, but I made up a big one just in case. I thought it'd be cool to have something else, like have a big one. You know how we always like to have a big one. I'm going to get rid of these 2 blocks. So, should really... I mean, this is not going to be a combat ship. Just to be clear, this goes in after all the combat's been dealt with. There we go. Okay, that's coming together okay, I think. So what else do we need to fit on here that we have not? We need the boxes on, obviously, that's quite important. We need a leg. Oh, we need an oxygen tank. We don't have that. So, oxygen tank. Where would the oxygen tank be best placed? Let's put one there, and then I'm going to put these that. 1 and 2. I want them to be quite easily accessible. Okay, yeah, that's alright. It's a shame that oxygen generator is not more square than that, but that's fine. And then, right, I'm going to run back upstairs to the generator, not the generator, the fabricator, and get one more thing, and then I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back, and the thing I went to go and get is this. Now, it may be odd that I rushed off to go and get that at moments after saying that this was not an offensive ship of any kind, but that's not what this is for. This will only, I say, ever go in after the fighting is done. Could you... Why don't you go in that slot there, please? Don't tell me... No, the cockpit isn't occupying that space, is it? Yeah, so what this is for, though, is for blowing through doors. Or walls, depending on whatever's in front of me. And if it would just stop being an arse munch and go in there. Right. I'm guessing the cockpit is somehow higher than it looks. It said 1 by 3 by 3. Oh yeah, 1 by 3 by 3 means it's 3 high, doesn't it? Oh well, that's fine / incredibly annoying. Let's stick the ammo case in then there. What do we not have jet thruster wise? We have it we have brakes, we have sideways, we have up, we don't have down or forwards right now, do we? Ooh, that works fine actually. Then we'll stick, I'm going to stick this in here instead then. Give us a little bit of forward thrust. A lot of forward thrust, to be honest. Yeah, that's fine, and then the turret can sit on top. It does make us 1 higher than I want it to be, but that's fine, and then it gives us an opportunity to actually just to hang on. Let me just think before I put anything more on. Do I have everything I need to make this into a functional ship? I need downward-facing thrusters, which I don't currently have, and then that should be it. So. What have we got here that looks like a nice sort of cornery type block? What do I want? Something like that maybe? I don't really use the these curved ones that much. Could work nicely. No, I need something that squares off on that side, don't I? Square off, maybe that? Nope. I appreciate this is kind of like just a hideous stack of block kind of stuff, but I really don't want to. I don't want to put any sort of fluff on this, as little as I can. In fact, it's already bigger than I kind of hoped it was going to be. Oh fuck! I need more. I'll have to go get some more boosts in a second to face upwards. But once that's done, and then we just need to put the leg on, which I think the foot is going to go on the roof. My thinking. Assuming it will fit on top of this, which it will. Okay, I need to fuel her up, which is the fuel tank. There we go, fueled. Hop in. Ooh, that is not a great view. No, that's fine. Let's be careful because we're not going to have any reverse motion, but that's fine. How do I... There we go. Okay, this thing's pretty fast, to be fair. Faster than I was expecting it to be. I'll zoom out a bit more. Okay, that's fine. Spin around. It's like the ultimate mega jetpack. Okay, so I need 2 more boosters to go on the top. Slow down, slow down, slow down. How good are the brakes? Fine, we just don't have any upwards momentum as we expected. Here we stop. Just stop. I don't know why is it like just accelerating as I spin like this. It should. use the other inertial dampeners to stop me. Not dampeners, boosters or whatever. Look, just crash into the fucking ship then. The ship will stop us. There we go. Nice. Nice use of braking. Right. Squeeze down. Can't go that way down, so let's turn around and we're going to go in here. Come on then. Come on, open the door for me. Thank you. Now, in theory, this thing should just be able to dock onto the roof, but this is not where it's going to dock. Whoop. There we go. Nice. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't go anywhere from this. That's fine. We'll leave it stuck to the roof for now. Is that door below us open? It is. We've got a moderate amount of movement. I mean, here's the thing. In here, there is gravity. So, in theory, if I just turn off the lower boosters, it should fall. But the game doesn't kind of work like that, particularly. I actually might put that thing on the bottom, that booster, I think. Ah! No, damn it, stop fucking connecting! Okay, guys, I'll just run up and grab the extra boosters we need, and then I'll be back. Actually, before I do that, I thought for a second there might be... Was there one in here? I seem to remember there being some in here that I dumped here literally years ago. Nope. Apparently not. Alright, I'll go get them upstairs. Right, grab myself a couple of these. Plonk these in facing upwards. It should make it work a little bit better, this thing. There we are. And there we are. And I think what we're going to do, just because it kind of looks pretty precarious with all of this sort of stuff exposed on the back, is we're just going to sheet metal it. Well, not sheet metal it, what am I talking about? Too much rust. We're going to put some of this hardened steel blocks around, just to skin it slightly so it's a bit more protected. There's nothing on the back here that I need to access, so we'll access everything from the sides. We can put some on the sides here as well. These are 36. We need to leave a space for the oxygen. And that. Ah, shit, I didn't need to do that one. Should really be using a mirror tool for this, it would work, but sometimes when you use these little platey ones, they kind of appear hovering off the side on the other side, so I'll try and leave it like it is actually. Do you not want to go in there for some reason? Okay, you do, just not from that angle that I was looking at apparently. That, and that. Actually no, not that one. And what else do we have down here that we want to protect? Probably this stuff here. Oxygen. Fuck, I completely enclosed the generator there, didn't I? That's alright, I can kind of live with that being enclosed for now. Kind of more worried about it being generally vulnerable. If I get caught out by something that I shouldn't. Okay, put that on the bottom if there's a space for it to go. You know, I can't put that and then armor the core. That's fine. That's fine. Just put it on instead, and we'll armor around it. Like I say, I'm going to endeavour not to risk this thing. Okay, doke. There she blows. There is our little, actually almost little thing done. You know what, let's get rid of those, and then I really want to try, if I can, fill these gaps in. So let's see if we can find the blocks that will match that up. I think it's this one for the front, right? Yes, there, and then there's a corner piece somewhere that I have seen before and never can find when I want it. So where are you right now, you silly hiding block? This one? That is that one. Nice. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. It sort of at least makes salvages slightly the fact that we couldn't get exactly the cockpit that I wanted. There we go. And then I think we should ramp. How does it look if I ramp on this side? Find the right rotation that I'm looking for. Yeah, that's gonna protect nicely, I think. I don't know which one you're talking about. You keep telling me something's gonna blow up, but I don't know which one it is, so I can't help you, alright? I'm just gonna assume it's not gonna affect me, and then I'll be fine. And then I will be, I'm sure. Go. Right, nice, there we go, that's a bit better. A nose cone kind of thing that we could use? What's that like? Nope, I want that. Is it just like a pointy kind of thing? Like a middle straight pointy thing? Doesn't look like there is really. You got like cylinder type nose cones, but that's not what I want. I want like that, but pyramid in the middle, if you know what I mean. But I think that's a dream that I'm not gonna get unless. Oh, this is it, isn't it? There we go. For ramming. It looks like a bit of a weird face now, maybe to a degree. Yeah, it kind of does look like a bit of a robot face. Maybe we could use that to name it somehow. Okay, so there it is. It is simple and it is maybe not the prettiest thing in the world, but it will be functional. So, I've got to say, them blocks do create a slight. Can you close if we get it down through you? Those blocks create a slight field of view issue, but beggars can't be choosers. Yoop. Let's go outside through here. Right, so one more thing to do, which is to find a home for this thing, and I have had a cunning plan for that home. Which is, you remember when we did in the live stream, we did the cockpit captain's area, things like that. Ooh, that's weird. OBS is set up to receive notification for subscribers for when I'm streaming. However, I don't know how to turn it off for when I'm not streaming, so I just got a subscriber apparently. How very weird. Yeah, so if you remember when we did the, I'm going to go around this airlock because I'm not sure how I'm best getting in if I don't. Yeah, we did the top layer, but there was a big section of space which I never really figured out what I was going to do with, or maybe I did and forgot, which is entirely possible. But I have now decided what I'm going to do with that. Is I'm actually going to make a space up here in the command deck kind of thing for this jetpack to go in. Because I think there's enough space for me to make a little cockpity thing. No, this is the wrong. I so need to put arrows and signs and shit in this. If I'd have done it ages ago, I wouldn't be wondering around like a fool right now. And I also don't like the fact that this is. Why is this like this? I'm guessing when I painted the walls in there. There we go. I put out an apply to all blocks when I really shouldn't have. Nope. That one. There we go. And black. Come on, you can get to that. Stop cheating and putting that. What? You know, fine. Go back. Anyway, right. Bedroom. So, I'm thinking this area here is going to work really nicely. So, just get rid of this light. We're going to need to dig a hole through. See where we come out. Oop. Kind of made a bit of an issue. Sorry, I should have really done a shipwide announcement there that I was going to cut a giant hole in the side of the ship, and there might be an issue with oxygen for a short while. But that's not my fault if they weren't paying attention. Right, where is it then? Where is the chair? There it is. So this can't be anything to do with the lazy boy because I've already kind of done that. It needs to be something else. So obviously, as always, ideas for names would be very much appreciated. Right, so how big does this space need to be? Will it go through a 2x2? It will go through a 2x2. Oh no. It's doing that stupid thing again where that's not technically counted as the ground even though it clearly is the ground. Because I put is it because I put those other blocks on? Hang on a minute. Might have to just get rid of those armor blocks. That's fine if that's the way. I'm really conscious that I want to make sure that I don't that I make this as small as possible, because that way it'll be easier to get into little crevices. So if we get rid of these, hopefully it will now land. If that, my understanding of this problem is correct. There we go. There we go. Now it's landed. Nice. So yeah, it doesn't need that much space. We're certainly going to be able to do this with the space available. And obviously we can use the skinny walls because we're not going to need to build into anything. Now, the next issue I'm going to have is... Well, the main issue I've had is I want to get less into things. So I'm going to go grab the hangar doors, which I believe I have some made already, in the storage area somewhere. Because obviously we're going to need a door. And I don't want to use the hatches. If I have to, I will use the hatches, but... these rampy hatchy things, but I don't really want to because, well, they're shit basically. They just I don't get how I'm supposed to control them. I need to I'm sure there is a way, but these basically open when a person goes towards it, whereas a hangar's open to when a vehicle goes towards it, and I need these to open when a vehicle goes towards it, and I don't see any way to change that other than the fact that there are these switches. Obviously, what is Are we full? Or we run out of resources to make these? Why are you just sat there like that? Whatever, we have enough anyway. Do we not have any power all of a sudden? We have plenty of power. Fill all. Why do you not want to work? I've been around this loop before for some reason. Ah, there we go. Apparently those two spaces don't count as spaces. It's fine. Take... What was the button I could just take these with? I don't know, whatever. Okay, take a bit of ammo for the chair. Right, we are unfortunately going to be severely limited on what we can do with these hangar doors because they do not come in... They come in quite a few different sizes, but it seems that despite all the sizes, none of them are particularly useful. 5x3, nope. 6x3, 7x5. Are these all bigger than 5x3? Oh man. I could have sworn it was a smaller one than that last time I looked. I could really do with something smaller than that. Apparently though, I am not going to be lucky in that regard. How big is it? Fucking huge. Oh, does that mean it's going to have to be the freaking ramp things? I feel like it's going to have to be. I think between... Well, not necessarily between now and the next episode, but at some point I need to have a look at these switches. This shit. I feel like I need to understand this stuff. Wow, there's some pretty damaged stuff around. Apparently I didn't do a very thorough job of repairing everything. So yeah, it's just gonna have to be the freaking hatches, which is gay as shit. Not that shit is particularly gay, I guess, but you know what I'm saying. We have some hatches though, at least, so we don't have to make any more. And one of these boxes, there they are. These have now, however, as opposed to the hangar doors, have a freaking infinite number of variations, which is why I always end up using them even though I don't want to. Because this is now not going to work at all. So this has all been fucking pointless at this rate. Yeah, that's exactly what I want in this game. So they open when I go towards them, but that is not exactly what I need. So this, I mean, I can basically just make a perfect 2x2, which is obviously... Don't get angry. I know you just fell and hurt yourself in a zero gravity environment, but that's fine. These things happen, Tim, so don't worry about it. Okay, there we are. Right. I kind of want it to be a different colour as well. Certainly not blue. Like, I feel like... I like that yellow actually. Right, let's stick in. Do we have any of them flares left I had earlier? We apparently do not, but we do have a couple of lights we could use. So what I'm going to do is we're going to use these little bad boys. And what is in this block in here? Is this door in that block? apparently it must be. Can I put it in the next block and still have it there? I only can. What's it look like from this side? I don't mind that. Actually, looks a bit smoother. I'm going to make it white. No, not that white. Make it grey. And then hopefully when I put these lights in... So... Why do you take... See, sometimes when I do that and then I press... actually, maybe I'll do it when I go here. No, it won't. And I press the P button to go and look at devices. It takes me to the one I've just placed. And then other times it doesn't. I don't know why. It makes me sad every time. Aha, there we go. I want these to be yellow. Yellow. That's not... And they're not even together. Like, that's a green one, so that's not the right one. That could be it. But don't think it is. I've got to bear in mind I do have red ones of these elsewhere, so... is it this one? Nope. It could be... yeah, see... They need to make it so that you can look at something and then access its properties. Like, I should be able to look at it some... maybe I can. Maybe I'm just being an idiot. So these ones are still red. If I press P looking at it, does it... Oh, it does. Well done, developers. Apologies, I should never have doubted you. Yeah, if I look at something, that's why it sometimes shows up and sometimes doesn't. Very impressed. My fault, being stupid, as always. Big shout out to the developers there. Right, so if I look at it, press P, it takes me straight to it. Oh my god, you have no idea how much time that's going to save me. Flicking through the list, changing freaking... colours over and over again, trying to find the right light. It's so simple when you know. Actually, let's have the orange that we use downstairs. It's certainly very, very noticeable, which is kind of what I wanted. But, although it is noticeable, if I spin around... undock and go on open. But it won't open. It won't open because I'm in this. Which basically means what I'm going to have to do every time is go, open it, then get in, then get out. Well, maybe I'll just close it when I come in. That'll probably be the best thing to do. Boop, boop, boop. Inside and dock. Okay, let's turn off the power on that. Good for the force shields, otherwise there'd be major decompression issues here. So I think what we'll do, we'll leave that space there. Man, we can fit this in a really tiny space, can't we? That closes all right now, doesn't it, with no issues? Yeah, there we go. We're going to leave... I was thinking I'd block that in, but we're going to leave that because what we'll do is we'll put a couple of chests there that we can use for A, dumping stuff when we come back, if we want to, you know, run in, dump, empty, and then go back out, and B, we can use it for you know, keeping supplies in there like fuel and ammo and stuff, like fuel, ammo, oxygen, that kind of stuff. So I like that. Right, we don't need to use... Do we have any non-combat blocks for in here? Not really, but that's fine. So what I'm going to do, we're going to use a ramp edge. Okay, right. So yeah, I did pick up the armored door, thought for a second and then didn't. Where can this go where it'll fit nicely? That is not the place. Probably if you wonder why I keep placing things in stupid places, it's partly because the placing mechanic in this is the polar opposite to what it is in 7 Days to Die. I.e. the button you use to place in 7 Days to Die is a button you don't use to place in this one, if that makes sense. And the button you use to rotate in 7 Days to Die is the button to place in this one. So I keep trying to rotate things by placing it. I'm such a smart puppy. Right. Need half block here, which should fit nicely. That is not a half block. This is a half block. And there. How is this going to look if I do it onto here? Ah. It would look better if I didn't use a quarter piece, wouldn't it? God, I'm so ropey with the building mechanics in this game. So that's what happens when you abandon a game for a while. But abandonment over. We are now back. Here we go. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Let's go there. And go back to symbols, and that, and boop, and boop. There we are, there we are. Put a sign above that says jetpack, warding, airlock, etc, etc. But there we go, that is a useful use of that little block there, I think. So, without anything to further ado, I know I've been going a long time with this, but I'm not sure. Once I cut it down, it might not be too bad. Let's load up some ammo. Still get to the ammo crate somewhere, maybe. Where did I put the ammo crate in the end? It's in one of these. Ah, there it is. All these missiles. Let's just head over to the little base and see what we can do. Open that. Oi, I said open. No. Open. If I stand too close, it cancels it. Fire up. The only thing I haven't really done, which I do need to do, is put lights on this thing, but that's fine. And let's see how far this thing can go. Reload at 450 missiles. And maybe this thing hasn't respawned. There is an enemy out there we need to be a little bit aware of. So let's see if we can't cut our way in. This thing, this thing has repaired itself, I think. Because we really kicked the shit out of this thing, and it's now doesn't look very damaged at all. Ooh, they're actually more powerful than they look. Yeah, I think the latest update reset a lot of stuff. Okay, because this has all come back to life when it shouldn't have. Let's jump out for a second. I assume we've got a jetpack on, haven't we? Let's go inside. Bear in mind, as well as going inside physically with it, I can actually obviously just hop off and go inside, grab what I need, and grab anything of use, that is, and then we can go back out and whoop, 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 whoop. Dump it off in here, which we can dump all this crap that we don't need. Don't need all these drugs, don't need neodymium. It's like, I mean, it has that kind of Apollo era, you know, the big freaking jetpack things they had on that. It has that kind of feel to it, but I actually quite like it. Orbital Spire. You know, it's just like very functional. Okay, let's check out what the fuck that was. Once a capital vessel has basically torn a massive hole in another capital vessel, then I can fly in automatically with this. So that's kind of what it's meant for. Did I like blow up? Ooh, space drone laser. Should not let that get too close. The medical center. Okay, they will open. Nice. Get to first person so it doesn't look so horrible. Anything in these areas? Unfortunately, the core hasn't respawned, so that's quite nice. Ooh, yeah, we'll take all of that shit. See, that's the thing, that's the kind of stuff that I would have left behind previously, but now I can actually grab it because as soon as my inventory's full, I just run outside and dump it all off. This kind of would be probably less confusing if I wasn't upside down. Yeah, you might as well have these components, you know, waste not, want not. This is all going to be fucking left to the ravages of space from this point forward, so if I don't take them, I don't think anyone else will. What is with these giant balls? I mean, they are. I mean, that was literal. I was talking about those, not anything to do with my personal body sizes. There we are. There we are. These are normally searchable, but apparently they're a decorative version. Decorations. This. Ooh, nice bit of pentaxid. Never say no to a bit of pentaxid. If you learn nothing more from my videos, that is something you should take away. See, now I'm full and I'd be like, oh no, what am I going to do? I'll have to leave stuff behind and cry and rage quit the game. But no, not now. Now I can maybe find my way back out of here. Because, you know, I kind of went further in than I was expecting. And then, nope, where the fuck? How the fuck did I... No, I did that one. There was a corridor somewhere. Ah, I'm looking at those windows thinking, I'm sure the corridor looked like one of them windows, but it didn't. Yoop, yoop, yoop. Straight in here, and... Where is it? Why is it not showing up? There's the capital vessel. There's a pentaxid. Small vessel, there she is. There she is. How did I get in? Ah, there I got in. There she blows, there she blows. Hey buddy, how you doing? Just drop off another load of shit. Yeah, so you get the idea. This is kind of what I want to be able to do with this thing. Anything we don't need. Loads of building stuff I quite like, and that gun. Yeah, so we can just, you know, keep rinsing and repeating. Oh, I know I'm starving. I'm always starving. But guys, I think we're going to head back now because, as I say, I've been running long enough on this episode now already. So let's head off and find our capital vessel. Where are you, DarkSun? We should rename. Actually, I want to do one more thing. I want to rename the capital vessel, if that's a thing I can possibly do, so that when I look at it, it says DarkSun rather than capital vessel. Because, I don't really like it when it says capital vessel because it's personalised now, isn't it? Thanks to Madison, by the way, for the name. He was the one who suggested DarkSun, and I thought it went pretty well. I think someone else did suggest something else. The Wanderer, I think it was, which is also a very awesome name. But being that this thing is dark and ominous and aimed at murdering people, I think the DarkSun is a better name all around. Right, so now awkwardly go around here and shut this manually because despite being able to build massive spaceships that can go into warp, we can't figure out how to make a door close automatically on its own. So let's have a quick look at the pilot. This is probably going to be where we do it. There it is. And we can officially name it all capitals, of course. This always shouts its name, never ever whispers it. Size and class 8. Hang on, what was that? Size and class 76 by 116 by 46. So I'm guessing it could be. I mean, I've seen it a lot bigger than this, but it's still quite nice. Still quite nice. Don't have any oxygen to fill it up. Okie doke, guys. So I think that is going to do it. We have made some progress. We've done something. Got the ship torn up, put back together. Sorry, not torn up. And I think in the next episode we're going to move on from this area, because it seems that we've kind of wiped this space out, and there isn't much else about here. So I want to go to another sector, which I'm not really sure what other sectors there are to look at. Where's the map? There she is, and sector map. So we're currently down here at the alien outpost, Mathperon or Zahin. So, yeah, we'll have to decide in the next episode. But if you have any thoughts on where might be a good place to go, let me know. Hopefully I won't record any more before you see this. But yeah, if you do have any suggestions of where to go and what's good, please let me know, because I would very, very much like some advice. But for now, guys, that's going to do it. So I have been Timmy. This has been Empyrion Galactic Survival. I hope very much you enjoyed this episode, and I hope most of all you'll check back for the next one.